West coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, ready. 56, gun. 56.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Ready, 780. Great.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
Ready.
On second and 15 now. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
56 to my 8.
Get him. Mike 56, Mike 56. Okay. Just like that.
Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Gun.
Don't get nervous.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Going deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here.
Hot. Ladies.
59. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. To throw here, Dalton. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go, DK.
A fourth down gamble with Dalton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DK Metcalf, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to rifle one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Ready? Great.
On 1st down, Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Mike, check. 59.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From midfield here, Dalton. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 4th down. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his 1st here, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check it out, read.
8. Gun.
From the 41, Newton. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a draw play for Gurley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Gurley again here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Why are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 14-10. To kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This is Grant. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Ross, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Grant. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Newton now to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off play action, Newton. Now he steps away. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They run. It's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Andy Dalton, and caught by Henry. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though. Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man open. It's Ross. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one 28 yards on the ground. They keep it with Henry on first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Kill.
Check 6-6. Pull it high.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it again with Henry. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't